So last Friday, I had the awesome opportunity to see Morgan Wallen live in Miami for his I'm the Problem tour. And I just wanted to give my overall thoughts and review for the concert itself. All right, so I'm a big Morgan Wallen fan. I've been listening to him since around 2020, which I know I'm not like an OG fan, but I've been listening to him for some time now. And I've always wanted to see him live. I've always wanted to see him in concert. And what's really cool is one of my homeboys, shout out Shaw, paid for my ticket to go. And so we drove to Miami all day Friday, and we got there to Hard Rock Stadium, and I was super pumped. So I missed the first opener. Didn't really care. And so I saw Miranda Lambert, but I'm not a huge Miranda Lambert fan, so it was kind of whatever. I was on my phone paying attention to some of the time. But I was really, really hyped, obviously, to see Morgan Wallen. If I'm being honest, one of the things I was the most pumped for was the walkout, the iconic Morgan Wallen walkout. And so I had theories and guesses of who the special guest was going to be to help walk him out. I had theories. It could be Cam Ward, since he's on the Tennessee Titans now, but he played football in Miami. I thought that was just like, it was too perfect. How could it not be? And then he ended up not, like, it was just him. There was no walkout buddy with him. I know night 2 in Miami, he had a former Dolphins player from back in the day walk him out, but I was a little bummed and disappointed about that. But the coolest part of the walkout, and it made me, I was cheesing. I was smiling so big because I thought it was such a cool and unique opportunity, was he walked out to the Never Before Heard Miami remix with Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. That was so cool to me. Like, it was just so cool that that's a unique experience that no other show is going to have Miami as the walkout song for Morgan Wallen. It's probably going to be Broadway Girls, which it typically is, or Whiskey Whiskey. But because we were in Miami, Miami was the walkout song. But not only that, he went and outdid himself, and it was a never before heard remix. That was like so cool. I felt like I was part of something. I felt like that was a moment that was created that I got to be a part of, and it was just super, super cool. Because I remember when Morgan Wallen was on Theo Von leading up to this album, before it came out, he mentioned that he has a song in Miami.
But we flipped it and turned it into more of like it's a little more like rap style.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool, man. I like it.
Yeah.
It's cool. It seemed like it could use a rapper on there. I didn't end up using a feature. We ended up just making a second verse. But it's one of those songs where it wouldn't be surprising if we got like a remix and did that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Once it's out and all that stuff.
So I'm super pumped for that. I hope it comes out soon. And I'll always, every single time I hear it, will think about the concert and being a part of that walkout. It was so, so cool. After that, it was just bangers on bangers on bangers. Morgan Wallen's bag is just deep, and it was just hits after hits. Like, it was just so much fun. And he didn't just like do it boring. I felt like he did a really, really great job at performing, keeping the energy up. And what was super fun was the stage design. So it came out, it was like a long, skinny stage. And at the end, it kind of looked like the end of a guitar, but also it was his M and W Morgan Wallen logo. And it was super fun, but it was an LED screen, which reminded me of when I went to the Drake and Migos concert. Drake's stage was the LED screen. It's just super fun because they're able to change it up and have different elements and things themed to the song. So like when he's doing whiskey glasses, there was like ice cubes floating on the stage, and then there was also the big screen that you normally would have at a concert, right, for people in the back like me and Shaw, to see what's actually going on closer. But he had like a cool display going for that as well, just really cool graphics, and they were synced to each song and creative. It was just a ton of fun. He had great energy. He was all there. I love the part of the concert where he went to a different stage and just kind of slowed it down for a few songs. One of my favorite of his, that's a slower song and just overall song, was Sand in My Boots. And it was just such a moment at the concert. Ton of fun. And one thing I really, really loved, which I thought was super unique and special, was he said thank you after every song, which sounds silly, but there was just a posture of humility there that I really, really liked. Like he was just acknowledging, like, thank you for liking these songs. Thank you for supporting me and being my fan. Like, I wouldn't be here, like, having people sing my songs and know me or know my songs if it wasn't for you. So thank you. He just did that after every song, which I thought was really, really cool. The only other thing that I didn't really vibe with or like is just how long it took him to come out. Like, I don't know, this is silly, but I feel like every other concert I've been to did not take the artist that long to come out. And Morgan Wallen didn't come out till around 9:30-ish, which was like, goodness, like that's just too much. But that's just my opinion. But overall, super great time, great experience, great show. It made me just want to go and see another Morgan Wallen concert. I can't wait to see how he ups the ante next concert, next tour, next album. Been to a Morgan Wallen concert? Do you want to go to a Morgan Wallen concert? If you have been, let me know in the comments what you thought. Did you agree with me? Did you disagree with me? What were some memorable moments from when you went and saw him in concert? Let me know in the comments. And if you have any prayer requests, anything I can be partnering with you in prayer for or believing with you for, just let me know in the comments as well. Deuce homies.